Hey everyone, have you ever hit a total dead end trying to find an official document, only to be slapped with a hefty fee by some random third-party website? It is incredibly frustrating, right? Well, today we're completely bypassing all of that. We're navigating the sometimes complex, but honestly, deeply fascinating vault of Virginia's public record system. And I'm going to show you exactly how to find what you're looking for without spending a single dime. Our goal for this explainer is simple. Discover how to unlock the secrets of Virginia's divorce records for free, right from your home. Whether you're a complete beginner who's just starting to trace your family tree, or you literally just need to verify some personal legal information, this is your master key. There is absolutely no prior knowledge required, and definitely no credit card needed. Okay, let's dive right into our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, why search? Then 2, Virginia's system. 3, our step-by-step guide. 4, troubleshooting. 5, privacy and legalities. And finally, 6, takeaways and a quick disclaimer. Let's walk through this vault together. Section 1, why search divorce records? Well, there are actually a ton of reasons. On the historical side, genealogists use these records to trace an ancestor's, well, sometimes messy past. Imagine finally discovering your great-grandmother's elusive maiden name hidden away in a 1920s file, or finding out exactly where a couple was originally married. It's like a giant puzzle. But on the practical modern side, you might simply need a copy to prove your own marital status so you can get remarried. Or perhaps you need the official decree to modify a child custody order, update your financial trusts, or even change beneficiaries on an insurance policy. Whatever your scenario is, paying those expensive third-party services, totally unnecessary if you know where to look. Section 2, Virginia's public record system. To find these records, we first need to understand the core rules. And the absolute most important rule is that Virginia splits its domestic relations records into 2 completely different branches. On one side, we have the Virginia Department of Health, which handles vital records. They hold the divorce certificate. Think of this as a simple one-page administrative receipt. It essentially just proves the divorce happened. It lists the names, the dates, and the location. But over on the other side, we have the local circuit courts. They hold the divorce decree. Now, this is the detailed judicial case file. It contains the actual court pleadings, the asset division, child support worksheets, and the final judgment signed by a judge. So knowing which document you actually need dictates entirely where you have to go to search. And governing all of this is one magic number: 25. Under Virginia law, access to divorce records strictly restricted for the first 25 years after the divorce is granted. During that time, only the parties involved and their immediate family members can access them. But once that 25-year clock expires, the vault unlocks, and those records become public information available to anyone. Section 3, your step-by-step search guide. Now, what's really interesting about this framework is that it acts as your ultimate cheat sheet. Because you see, Virginia doesn't have one single magical search bar for everything. The tool you use depends entirely on the age of the record. For very old records before 1913, we use the Chancery Records Index. For records roughly between 1918 and 2014, we use the Ancestry for Virginians portal. And for modern, active, or recently closed cases, we have to go directly to the local circuit courts via the CCMS portal. So let's break each one down. If you're digging deep into family history, you are going to want the Chancery Records Index, which is hosted by the Library of Virginia. Historically, divorces in Virginia were filed as chancery causes. Basically, that's 19th century legal speak for a judge deciding a case based on fairness and equity rather than just strict, rigid law. Because of this, these files are massive. They are literally packed with character depositions, witness testimonies, and highly detailed property inventories. It creates this incredible historical narrative of a family's dispute. And the absolute best part? The Library of Virginia provides high-resolution, scanned images of these original documents completely for free. You don't even need to register for an account to browse them. But let's say you're looking for a record from, say, 1950. For that, we use the Ancestry for Virginians portal. Through a special agreement, Virginia residents can access select state databases on Ancestry.com for free without a paid subscription. Here's the exact workflow. First, go to the Library of Virginia's website and find the Ancestry for Virginians portal page. Second, and guys, this is a crucial insider secret, you must disable any VPNs or IP masking tools on your computer. The system uses GeoIP verification to prove you're actually sitting inside Virginia. If you hide your location, it's going to ask you to pay. Finally, just click through the gateway and log in to a free basic Ancestry account. From there, you can view the actual digitized vital record certificates. Now, what if you're looking for a modern divorce, something filed in like the last 20 years? For that, we shift our focus to the Circuit Court Case Management System, or CCMS. Remember, Virginia's 120 circuit courts operate with a lot of autonomy. To search, you go to the main CCMS portal, and you have to select the specific county or city court from the drop-down menu, say Fairfax or Prince William County. Then you filter the division by civil. Search by the person's last name, then first name. The system will then pull up the case metadata, showing you exactly when it was filed, if it's active, and a full history of the pleadings. Section 4. Pro Tips and Troubleshooting. Okay, so this brings us to the number one question, and definitely the most common beginner frustration. Why can't I see the actual divorce decree PDF? You find the modern case on the CCMS portal, you click on it, you see the dates and the case number, but there is literally no button to view or download the actual document. Why? Well, the answer is statutory restrictions. Virginia law strictly prevents the scanned pages of modern civil cases from being viewed remotely over the internet. So while searching the index and viewing the case history is totally free online, you cannot read the actual documents from your living room. To get the physical copy of the decree, you must take the case number you found online and request a certified copy directly from that specific local court clerk, which usually just involves a small per-page copy fee. So the crucial point here, and this is a massive pro tip that will save you hours of headaches, if you go to the Virginia Judiciary website, the biggest, flashiest search bar is for something called OSIS 2.0, the Online Case Information System. Avoid it if you are looking for a divorce. OSIS 2.0 only indexes criminal and traffic cases. It will never, ever show you civil domestic relations or divorce records. Stick strictly to the specific civil CCMS portal we discussed earlier. Section 5. Privacy, Ethics, and Legalities. Now, while we noted earlier that records eventually become public after 25 years, that isn't always an absolute rule. Individuals can actually petition a judge to permanently seal their divorce records. Sealing is a legal motion to sequester the file, keeping it out of the public eye forever. Judges grant this for really important reasons: to protect parties from harm, to shield the identities of abused minors, or to protect highly sensitive proprietary financial data. So if you're searching and a case appears as sealed, you absolutely must respect that boundary. The court will simply not release that information to you under any circumstances. Section 6. Final takeaways and disclaimer. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. You now have the knowledge to confidently bypass those paywalls and navigate Virginia's bifurcated system entirely on your own. Whether you need a historical chancery record for your family tree or modern civil metadata, the tools are right at your fingertips. I highly encourage you to jump into the Library of Virginia Indexes and start your own free search today. It really makes you wonder what secrets of your own family's history are locked in those archives, just waiting for you to turn the key. And before we sign off, a quick professional disclaimer. The information provided in this explainer is for educational purposes only. Please always seek legal advice for your specific cases and make sure to respect Virginia's privacy regulations regarding public records. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive.